Greetings fellow earthlings and welcome to part 8 of this AI only series. There's only going to be 2 more episodes left of this, I think, unless people really want to continue. Basically because of the actual campaign, there's only 61 turns remaining, and then that's when the campaign is meant to end. Usually I go to turn 300. It depends. If people want this series to continue, then just ask that you want it to continue, preferably in this episode. So if you want it to continue, comment below that you want it to continue, or don't want it to continue if you're not that interested in it. I'm just curious to see if people are still enjoying this. Otherwise, there's not that much point recording it if it's not, if people aren't enjoying it, sort of thing. So there's only probably going to be about 2 episodes left. Unless people are really enjoying it, then I can go to 300 turns, which means we're actually only halfway through about. So just please tell me. Anyway, we're continuing the series now. France took a settlement in the last episode, if you remember, so they're no longer a joke of a series. Well, they still are the joke of the series. I'm still bringing it up. And that they've only just taken the settlement at turn 150 or something. England and Portugal are at war, and I'm still holding to my belief that sometime Portugal will come up with a navy and land and take either Wales or Ireland. It will happen. I doubt it's going to happen now, but it happens most of the time when I play. It's just a thing that the AI does. They almost always do it. Constantinople is still rebel, however a jihad was called onto it. The Mongols and the Turks have definitely joined, as you can see, and they're the Mongols have taken it, the Turks were just swooping around like a vulture sort of thing, just waiting for them to go. And Scotland have been destroyed. That was by the regicide, I'm guessing, because of what's these rebels. So it's going to be interesting to see an AI rush to take Norway and Sweden. Denmark are probably going to go for it. The English are probably going to go for it. Maybe even the Russians. Now they're struggling with Timurids a bit. They could do it. The Mongols. They have a navy here, so they could do it. I doubt it. I think it's more likely to go to Denmark or England, but there's other factions that can take them, and we'll probably try. So it looks like the Timurids are going south instead. I'm just looking at the star. I don't know what they're doing. They're going north and then they're going to go south, and eventually they'll start taking some settlements. England and France are at war, as always. Milan and Venice are at war, again, as always. Portugal and France are at war. Okay, then that's not good for France. France just needs to take settlements at this point, and France and Spain are at war. France isn't looking good. Poland have surrendered their kingdom to Milan, but those never last. Milan and Poland are going to be at war in just a few turns, I'm guessing. Oh, it looks like the Turkish-Egyptian war has changed a little bit as well. It looks like Egypt has reclaimed a settlement. The HRE and Milan are allies, and a few truces have been signed. So Antioch has fallen back to Egypt, and the Turks were defeated at Aleppo, but the Turks still hold Edessa. So that's good for them. If you wanted the Turks to win, then of course that's good, but of course you'd want them to take more settlements. Mongols are doing well. If we could just take Hungary a bit as well, that'll be good for them. Ooh, the Hungarians are sieging Constantinople. I think, looking at these army sizes, they could possibly take it from them. Poland and Milan are at war. Yeah, I knew it will happen. I said it will happen in 2 or 3 turns. Happen in 2 turns. England and Spain are allies. Portugal and the Papal States are allies, and Portugal and England have signed a truce. Anyone going for Sweden or Norway yet? No. There's a lot of rebels in Sweden, but Norway should be easy enough to take. Surprised the Danish haven't started moving there yet. Pioneer of Paint. Okay then. Oh, there's been a flood. Let me see where this has been. Not a big flood, I guess. It's hit the HRE, which is not going to be good for them. Oh, Venice are sieging them. We're trying to take Zagreb. Yeah, I think Venice can take this. Unless the HRE have a lucky auto-resolve, I think Venice are going to take that. If they attack it, that is. The HRE are coming with more troops, so if they want it, they better be quick. Spain took Corsica. I actually didn't expect them to take that, but well done, Spain. If you're cheering for Spain in this, then I'm sure you'll be happy about that. But of course, they've lost Marrakesh, so they're not the power they once were. Oh, and also I forgot to mention, England have taken Venice, but that wasn't what I meant. They've reunited Britain, like the UK, so that's going to be interesting to see where they expand from now. Are they going to keep on pushing into France? Or Denmark, or wherever, I don't know. The Timurids are still moving, looks like we're going for the Mongols now. That's not going to be good for the Mongols, but... Ooh, Poland took Nuremberg from Milan. Yeah, so that's not good for Milan. Good for Poland, they need settlements. I don't think Poland are going to win. But it's still good for them. Milan have a big army near Prague also. Poland have like at least 2 big stacks, if you put the units together. The Mongols on the Timurids are at war, so yeah, I'm guessing they have started sieging over here. Yeah, they've got under siege. They're probably going to take that soon. The Mongols have 2 full stacks there. It's not going to be enough, I don't think. They might win the first battle, but once the Timurids start just pouring in as they're doing now, then yeah, they're not going to last too long. Oh, the HRE took Naples from the Kingdom of Sicily. I'll take a look at that soon. And Hungary reclaimed the capital. Well done, Hungary. Yeah, so the Mongols lost there. The settlement got sacked and became rebel. Right, so, yep. And Venice have not taken this yet, but it looks like they've won a battle. They just haven't taken the settlement yet. And Budapest has of course fallen back to Hungary. It's not the capital there anymore. The capital has been moved to... should be... oh. Ah, Sofia, they moved it to the castle. Okay. And yeah, it looks like Denmark are moving for Oslo now, trying to take Norway. Are they going to do it this turn? No, not yet. How about this turn? No, not yet. Oh, Venice took the Zagreb though from the HRE. Now the HRE, do they have enough forces to take it back? We have soldiers around, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Are the Danish lost in the forest or something? They still haven't taken it. They're just walking around it. Okay, so a new jihad has been called on Circle. Where's that at? Here, for some reason. For some reason they want this settlement. I don't know why. Surely they'll want to push more into Europe or something like that, but nope, they want this almost pointless, absolutely destroyed rebel settlement, which the Timurids are probably going to attack almost immediately after. I bet Russia's happy though the Timurids are going for the Mongols. It keeps them safe. And as I said, I am looking at the statistics at the end of this episode. Yeah, I'll probably do that in about 5 minutes. Okay, so the Moors and Sicily are at war. There's probably going to be a We have a front over here. How's this front looking? Yeah, so it looks peaceful over here now. No battles, everyone's moved back into the land on the defensive, unless they've signed peace. No, they still have. Wow, Egypt is at war with a lot of factions. Ooh, that's not good fun. Actually, is the crusade for Cairo still going? I can't see any crusading armies. I'm just going to have a quick scan of the map. It's very blurry when I do this, but no, I can't see any crusading armies, so I'm guessing there is not a crusade for it. I just can't remember it ending, that's all. Oh, and the Mongols lost Constantinople. It's become a rebel settlement. And quite a lot of rebels as well. Come on, rebel Constantinople. You can win. At least survive. I'll give you rebel Constantinople an award at the end if it can survive. The Danish still have not begun their siege of Oslo. We're just still walking around it. I'm just walking around the forest. Yeah, we're just walking up and down. Probably glitched or something. Oh, it might be part of their plan just to confuse the world. No one's near Cycle yet. An alliance has been announced, Moors and Portugal. That's a weird alliance. There might be some secret plan going on to try and bring down Spain. Who knows? Denmark's doing well. Remember, I choose the winner of this series by how many settlements I've gained. So for example, Denmark have 7 settlements and they start with 1, so their score will be 6. However, Hungary have 4 settlements and they start with 2, I think, so their score will be 2, because it's 4 minus 2. The Aztecs, which is me, start with 3, they've ended with 3, so their score will be 0. And the HRE will be somewhere in the minuses. Hopefully that'll make sense for you. It should do. The Timurids are still moving on, trying to take down the Mongols. I'm starting to lose my voice a little bit, my throat's gone really dry. Milan are trying to reclaim Nuremberg. Actually, my voice has actually just died. Okay, yeah, it's a little bit better now. The Moors and French have signed an alliance. Another weird alliance there. All them French took Rennes. I'm not going to count that as them taking 2 settlements. It's still only 1 settlement I've taken it, they're just like retaking it, sort of thing. I'm probably going to have to end this episode a bit early, my throat has just died. 40 turns left, and of course, as I said, please tell me if you are interested in this series continuing over the turns. I think it ends at turn 222. If there's enough people wanting it, then I'm a lot of sounds there. Then I'm happy to send it to 300 turns. A lot of wagons going into this port, but then they're not going anywhere. There should be like boats carrying the wagons, but no, I can't see them. Oh. Milan and Spain are at war. England and Milan have broken their alliances. Ooh! Adana has fallen to Egypt. That's not good for the Turks. You know that the Turks and the Egyptians are looking good right now. But if they start going to war with each other instead of other factions, then you know they might not have the win by the end of it. It got cancelled. But still, Turkey took this settlement anyway, so yeah, good for Turkey. Yeah, the Timurids are really going for the Mongols now. They want them removed. The crusade has been. The Holy Bible. Well, another one for Cairo. This is the 4th crusade, and the first 2 were for Cairo. The 3rd was for Tunis, and the 4th one is for Cairo again. I don't know what the Pope has for Cairo, but he likes it there. He probably wants a holiday in Cairo. See the pyramids? I think they're actually south or north or something. Yeah, around about there. I don't know. What? Oh, okay then. Milan has taken these two settlements from Venice. They haven't been able to take Nuremberg yet, but they've taken these two. And that's good for Milan, but they need more settlements. Milan could win this. The factions that I think could win right now are England, Denmark, Milan, possibly the Mongols if they're hold on to enough of the land, Turkey and Egypt. All the other factions, I think they're struggling a little bit. Portugal and Egypt are at war. France has taken another settlement. I just spotted it there. Bordeaux, or Bordeaux, or however you pronounce it. I'm bad with these pronunciations. They took that from the Spanish. The Spanish are not looking good now. They've lost Marrakesh to the Moors, they've lost Bordeaux to the French. Yeah, the powers, it's not looking as good as it was a few episodes ago. And the Moors have took Tunis. Yeah, Portugal and Milan are at war. Probably not much is done in South America. France is looking okay now. They're probably not. I very doubt they're going to win the series, especially with only like 35 turns left. But they're looking okay. They've almost redeemed themselves. I'm going to say that. They've got at least half of modern France. If they can retake Paris, then I'll say France is no longer the joke of the series and they've redeemed themselves. But still, it's funny. Turn 150, I think it was, by the time it took the first settlement. And then we lost it almost straight after. Right, I don't think much happened there, nothing that I can see. Milan are looking really good. Milan took back Nuremberg. Not much more to say. Ooh, Egypt are pushing further into Turkey, and it looks like the Timurids have ignored the Mongols. Egypt are looking good now. Egypt could win this. I don't think the Turks are going to win it after that loss for what's the settlement? Iconium. I think that's enough to have kicked the Turks out of this. Who knows? The Turks might make a comeback, but I think that's brutal on them. The Egypt, they're looking good. Portugal and Sicily are at war. Yeah, nothing's going to happen with that, I don't think. What are the Timurids doing? Are they actually attacking the Mongols or are they just walking around them? They've got Kiev under siege, but they're not actually... I don't think they're attacking it all. I don't know, I think we just need to give the Timurids time. I think starving the population out for a little bit. They probably don't lose that battle unless they bring reinforcements in, and they took it and they settled it. And the Timurids have settled Kiev as their capital, and now we're going to expand outwards and try and take some more settlements. Yeah, a new homeland. Denmark, this army here has joined the crusade for Cairo. But it's still not taking Oslo, it's still just walking around these forests. I think they're a little bit lost. They're looking at the settlement now. That's a start. They know it's there. They've found it. Any crusading armies arrived yet? No, not yet. There's Venice who are actually in the Middle East. Ooh, the Turks took Antioch. The Egyptians are besieging it again. They've left Edessa empty. It's going to be interesting to see if the Egyptians can just send one unit in there and take it. The Venetian Crusaders moving down south are probably not going to take settlements, so Edessa has been Edessa has received some reinforcements. Egypt have taken Antioch. He claims that. Sicily and Milan are at war. England and Portugal are at war. You know, looking at the time I've got left, I don't think the Portuguese are going to take these settlements. That's a shame. They do have a boat here, so there's something about the AI, the Portuguese AI, that makes them want to take either Wales or Ireland. And you can see it, they want to, they've got boats around, and it happens so many times, but I don't think it's going to happen in this series, unfortunately. England have Rennes under siege. They're probably going to lose, I think. Yeah, probably. Anyway, I'll give it just one more turn. Yeah, they lost that battle there. Oh, retreated. One of the two. I think they actually retreated. Constantinople, rebel Constantinople, still holding on strong. Hungary took Bran. I didn't notice that earlier. And the Timurids, yeah, they're expanding in lots of different directions now, wanting to try and build an empire. Quickly take some settlements before the end. Try and get into the, maybe win or at least get into the top 3. Ah, they've got Oslo under siege. Just in time as well, the English had arrived. Where's this crusading army? So it looks like I think the Venetian crusade has been destroyed. Yeah, I can't see them anywhere. Yeah, I can't see any other crusading armies. Okay, and that's going to end most of this episode. I'm going to, of course, look at the statistics and see which faction is leading. Not which faction is going to win, but who is leading. And of course, if you want to see the series continue, then just ask around now, but fine to continue it. But if people have time for it to end at turn 222, or I think roughly around turn 22, 29 turns, then I'm happy to. Okay, so we don't care about the Aztecs. The French, yeah, they're having a bad game. Which factions do we care about? Which ones are doing well, I mean? Which ones are in the chance of winning? Yeah, I'll put the Turks in there. Egypt, Denmark. Yeah, I'll put England in there. And I would have put the Mongols in there about 10 turns ago, but now they've just lost so many settlements. I think they've lost 1 to a rebellion, 2 to the Timurids, and 2 to Hungary. So it's not looking good for them. That's like 5 settlements lost in about 10 turns. Overall, Milan is in the lead. That doesn't mean they're going to win the series, though, just because they end up overall in the lead. It's all about settlements compared to how much they started with. They've got the largest army. Is that Denmark in second? Yep. Production, they're just gone down. They must have had a few financial issues. Egypt are winning production. They've got the largest amount of territory, and Milan start with hardly any settlements. So I think overall, I think Milan is winning the settlement thing. Yeah, there must be. I'm like 99% certain of that. Because they start with 2 and they've ended with about 14. Well, not ended, but there's still 29 turns left. But yeah, Milan are leading so far. If the series was to end right now, I think Milan have it. Is that Milan in the lead financially? Yes, and Egypt is like just catching up. Population, yeah, Milan just shot right up there. Yeah, so I would say overall Milan is in first place, Egypt is in second, and Denmark is in third. This overall score, I think it shows it quite well. England and the Turks, they still have the chance to possibly come back if they have a good next episode, but I doubt it. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this episode. This is part 8. Part 9 could be the last one. I'm going to say it for like the 5th time. But if you want this to continue to turn 300, then just ask. It'll only be like 3 more episodes, so it's not too much for me, but yeah. Hope you enjoyed this video, hope you're enjoying this series, and goodbye.